Greetings and God bless. I just wanted to make an observation. Some years ago, I was learning about popular literature, and I learned that one of Dostoevsky's books is called The Possessed. And I think originally it was called The Demons. And I thought that was pretty interesting. And I just found a book by Arthur Conan Doyle called The Parasite. And in traditional Chinese medicine, there is something called Gu syndrome that is a parasite infestation in the stomach, and and one of its names is called hidden demons. So I just think these common terms, cross-cultural, transhistorical, are an indicator of facts. Folks trying to give the ignorant a heads up. I do believe that there are people who are brought up in these occult bloodlines that perhaps they feel that they're too lost, but they do. I think some are warning people. I think, or God is just providing information. And so I do think that when major published authors, and who knows if these people are real, because if we're following like the Tartaria mud flood, information about exosomes and the failure to identify a purified to isolate a purified virus has never been done. Like HIV has never been purified and isolated, as have the infection of record. So we know that there's so many lies. Like NASA is a Hebrew word for lies, and that all of the pictures of constellations and whatnot is CGI. It's an artist's rendering, and it's not what you would see with the naked eye. And then people have all these rationales when you do look through a telescope and you see a watery kind of mobile sphere, and people will try to rationalize somehow there's some atmospheric something or other, making up some jibber jabber, rather than that reality exists, and we are seeing reality. And it looks to me like we're looking through water. So I lost my train of thought again. But I do think that the truth is actually probably right in front of us, and we've been so conditioned to not really believe our own senses. And that's why I kind of like that book, the title of that book, Sense and Sensibility. I think it's just such like great attributes, like, and I've always wondered, what is the difference between sense and sensibility? Do we, in November 5th, 2021, do the majority of us have sense and sensibility? I would say not. I would say people are leading with emotions and conjecture and rubric propaganda, and they're not even really putting two together. Like, suffocating yourself is not healthy. Suffocating your children is not healthy. Hiding your face when interacting with others is not healthy. These are obvious things from the beginning of and the end of time. In Western culture, we would admit that to be the case. And I would say, many other cultures except this one particular culture. Okay, so there probably are some cultures that believe in covering the face. But the majority is we are born with with our face as it is, and hence we're going to trust that that's the way it's supposed to be. It's sort of like, I have arms that move, and now we need to bind the arms because this is our ritual of binding our arms. And I mean, that is, and people can be as offended as they want, but this is a fact. We exhale something like 250 times a day. We inhale and exhale 250 times a day, and there's a reason why we exhale. We don't just exhale for artistic purposes. We don't exhale as an orientation. We exhale because we're removing wastes from our body. And if we were supposed to have a membrane, so we keep the wastes right at our respiratory system, we would have a membrane if that was healthy for us. But what creature has a membrane right in front of their exhalation apparatus? Like humans that believe in this covering and suffocating, they're in there. It's your right, if that's what you believe, but it is belief, and it's scientifically destructive. OSHA has reports about this. I know it's being shut down, but anyway, so I digressed wildly, but yeah, I think certain people in occult families, they try to, maybe they're not saying help me, I think, but I think they're saying help yourselves. I think some books that say demons exist, what they're trying to say is that I may be lost, but save yourself. I think that there's some occult family members, and but they're not going to be doing a video like that Natalie Childs one, and I'm saying the correct pronunciation of that name. So these people are not going to try to get you to trust them. Why would somebody from an evil bloodline try to get you to trust them? That would hurt. They know, anybody who really cares about humans and believers know that they shouldn't be trusted. The Bible itself says, trust no man. Like, you shouldn't trust me. You need to trust your discernment. You need to have a conversation with the Holy Spirit that's within you so that it guides you, because there's all sorts of obstacles that the God of this world puts in our way. So I have digressed greatly, but thank you for listening. God bless.